Sarah. Mirza, how you doing today?
Good, how about you?
Good. Cornell's in Ithaca, right? Ithaca is considered one of the main towns of the Finger Lakes region. How many of the Finger Lakes can you name?
Probably just Cayuga, because that's the one that Cornell's on. So,
All right,
no.
that's the main one that you need to know.
Yeah,
It's at the bottom of it too, right? The southern tip.
that's a good question.
Yeah.
That I don't know the
Yeah,
answer
I'm pretty
to.
sure it's at the southern tip of it. It's a super nice area, the Finger Lakes area. Have you spent much time in the Finger Lakes area, or is it going to be new for you, like just being out there?
Cornell itself, I've been there like 5 times, but I've actually like never visited the Finger Lakes themselves. So yeah, it's gonna be new.
Cool. Why did you choose to study human development at your dream school? Got this one from your sister.
Actually, I changed my mind like a million times. Even in like September, I was planning on majoring in Spanish, and not even at Cornell. I was gonna apply early to Georgetown, which is in Washington D.C. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, do I really want to study Spanish? Like, is this what I want to do for like the rest of my life? And so I kind of like refigured everything out, like at the last minute. Like it was September, and I was supposed to be applying to college, and like had a conversation with my parents, and kind of like a little soul searching. And I guess I'm like going back now. Like in 9th grade, I remember I used to ask my parents like a million questions about like personality and like the brain and stuff like that, and my parents would never have the answer to it. And so I guess like it kind of stuck with me like throughout high school. Like I was interested in that stuff, but I never really thought about that I would be the kind of person to find the answer to that. So then I talked to my parents about it, and I was like, it's possible for me to be that person. So yeah, that's why I'm studying human development.
Very cool. The brain's like the last frontier of the human anatomy. That apparently it's a pretty complicated thing.
Yeah, it is.
What types of recognition have you received that you are most proud of so far?
Well, valedictorian definitely. I got like this big 30 scholarship, and when I was going to it, I told my mom in the car, I'm like, I'm not getting this. Like, we're not going here for like any good reason. Like, there's no way I'm getting it. And then I got it, and I was like, oh my god, did not expect to get that. Yeah, and then also definitely getting into Cornell itself was like a achievement that I'm definitely proud of. Like, I remember that day, like I was like waiting on the computer, and I was like so anxious, and I was telling myself like, I'm probably not gonna get in. It's gonna be okay. And then like I clicked on it, and it said like congratulations, and like my whole family was next to me, and we all just like started crying. Like
It was a cool moment
Yeah.
with the family. What's the acceptance rate there? Is it really low?
It's like 15.
Yeah, that's tough. Well, again, congratulations on that. That's really cool. So I've been asking everyone this question. This is kind of, I think, like for the underclassmen to hopefully grasp or pick up on. But just generally speaking, what are some elements that you think that it takes to be really good at something, anything?
Well, one thing that I think definitely helps is that you need to always turn everything in. And like I feel like I had like a self duty, I guess, that I need to get everything done.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I put it off or something, I'm still gonna get it done. And also, you should probably study. I studied for every single test, even if it was like a small Spanish quiz. Like just like putting in that little effort like goes a long way.
Mm-hmm. What extracurricular activities did you participate in order to become so well-rounded?
I did tennis. Interact club, which is like volunteering. Principals advisory. SAC. Like mentally going through my resume right now. Divisions, if that counts.
So extracurricular.
That's all I can think of.
What is it Interact Club?
Yeah.
The volunteering. I'm going off the script on this, but did you find that to be beneficial? Did you while you were volunteering feel like that was rewarding in any way?
Oh yeah, I definitely did. like even after I got in college, like most of the seniors in Interact Club like stopped showing up, and I always went just because like it made me feel like I was going back to that thing like how I felt like I was doing stuff in college. I was like, well, this time I'm not doing it in college. I'm gonna do this for myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely thought it was important.
Cool. What drove you to join the tennis team your sophomore year?
Actually, Zeba Chaudhry, like she would always tell me that I should join a tennis team, and then I finally did, and then I got my friends on it, and even though I wasn't like really good, it was always like a lot of fun because like the team was all really close. And stuff like that.
Yeah, and exercise like does something to your brain. Maybe you'll find out that.
Oh yeah. Also, I didn't want to go all throughout high school and say that I never joined a sport. It's like I have to force myself to do it.
Do you typically like do you do other stuff like outside of school, like any kind of physical stuff, like go jogging or walk your dog or any of that kind of stuff? Are you like?
I wish I could say that I did, but if I'm being honest, not really. No, actually, my roommate said that she's gonna like force me to work out every day at Cornell, so hopefully I do that. Yeah, because I don't want like freshman 15.
Yeah. That's a scary thing. I'm sure the facilities are going to be really nice for you to do whatever you want to. What are some of your own personal strengths or some of your weaknesses? You could pick one of those or go off both of them.
Weaknesses, I would say that I definitely procrastinate, which is probably something you don't want to hear from your valedictorian. But yeah, I procrastinate a lot. But like I said before, like even if I do procrastinate, I will still get it done. And yeah. So
is that one of the strengths?
Yeah,
the strengths
that
are
can be my strength.
Yeah.
But I end up turning it in.
That you're clutch when all that stuff that you put off like is ready to go, then you can still come through when the pressure is on. What teachers did you have that made the biggest impacts on you during your academic career here at Olean?
In 9th grade, I remember Mr. Sorensen. He used to like always compliment me a lot on like my essays and stuff, and he always used to make me feel like really smart. And I remember he used to say like, "Oh, like Hira Mirza, like that just sounds like a name that's gonna change the world." So I guess that was like always like really inspiring, and like I always kind of wanted to like live up to that.
Yeah, that's cool. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
What impact do you feel like you've left behind, or what advice do you have for any of the younger Huskies who are hoping to be as successful as you?
Advice. Well, on the impact thing, like the past 2 years, like students have gone to like Ivy League schools, and now I'm 3rd. So I would say that like if that's something that a student wants to do, that's definitely possible. And like even if we don't have as many opportunities in like a rural area, like it's still possible if you want to like push yourself and go outside the box and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's good. Dream big.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming in. I enjoyed this conversation. Was it that bad?
No, it
All
wasn't.
right. Good.